Before I get into what's happening, present date, I would like to add context. I'm an 18-year-old female. My family is from Guatemala. My grandma claims stories similar that happened to our female relatives, and even ancestors. She claims that we have a tendency to see horrible things. I never believed her until it started happening to me. Growing up, I played with my imaginary friend, Eddie. Long story short, Eddie was a boy maybe, slightly older than me at the time, 5 or 6, and my mother tells me all about how I would do things, and blame them on him. Later in life, about 2 years ago, my neighbor told me something that still makes my blood run cold. She's an older lady in her late 80s, but she told me about how the man who lived in the house years before we moved in had died. He had taken his own life as his wife had left him. His name was Edison. Unfortunately, not the last something like this would happen. On to what's going on now. My dad is a construction worker and head of his team. He works on old burned down buildings, apartments and houses. About a week ago, I started to have horrible nightmares. Ones of people breaking into the house, or of people killing my pets. I have 3 cats all under a year. I have just got a new job, and I've been on this sub, so I thought it was me being stressed, and late night thinking that maybe all the spooky stuff had just translated into my dreams, which could be the case. That was until this past weekend. I went to stay at my boyfriend's place, an 18-year-old male. I had the same issue of nightmares, dreaming of people breaking into his house, and the sense of dread. We are both Christians, so I prayed and tried to sleep it off. I got home yesterday and, for the first time in the past week, slept well. Today, I think, is what scared me. It's my mother's birthday. She took my grandma and aunt out for her birthday with my youngest brother. I have 2, 3-year-old and 13-year-old. They left, and I am home alone. I closed all the doors in the house so I could keep track of which rooms the cats were in. My master bedroom door was locked. My mom keeps it that way to make sure the cats don't get in. I had put my headphones on blasting music and cleaned up the living room. I started to make lunch, and that's when I heard it. The cats were screaming, one hiding under the table, another sitting on the edge of the hallway hissing, and one inside my mother's bedroom. My cat Teddy was inside, screaming at something. I called for him, and after a while he came to me. The other cats came too. I went into the hallway and closed the door, swearing it was locked. As soon as I sat down to eat at the table again, I heard the cats screaming and scratching at the door. Mind you, all of them, especially Theo and Mushy, Teddy a Siamese cat, and Mushrooms a black cat, all cats are male, were historically trying to get into the room. Teddy is a sweet boy, and Mushroom is a shy and sweet cat. He's normally hiding from others, even my family. So to see this spooked me, not as much as the sound. It came from my mom's room, a loud growl. I grabbed the cats and have been praying in my room. Something tells me that my father might have brought something home with him. My chest has been tight, and I've been getting dizzy since he started his new job in an old burned-down apartment complex near an old hospital. I don't know what to do. This is true, and I'm so scared. I'm home alone for the next hour.